She was BBC Music Sound of 2019. She ranked in at number 3. She's set to have an amazing year and she's about to conquer a mammoth festival called Glastonbury. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see her. Honestly, her music is timeless, never ending, and she relates to your inner thoughts. Please give it up, my special guest for today, the amazing Grace Carter.
Oh, that was an introduction.
Yes! How are you, Grace?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm not too bad. I like the posture, very calm.
I'm usually like this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm trying.
Let's relax. Let's have a conversation. I was going to start off with obviously very serious questions, but we'll get into that a bit later on. But I saw the other day that your song's on Love Island. Congratulations.
Yes, I love it. I felt like that was the one moment that my mum's been like, well done, child.
I was actually about to ask you about that as well, because you wrote that on Twitter.
Yeah,
so your mum
watches... loves Love Island, which is so, you just would not put her and Love Island together.
Do you have time to watch it? Because I know sometimes you're always in the studio.
I missed it and I just got like a load of tweets and then I watched it.
Yeah.
But I try, like, if I'm at home, then I'll put it on.
Was that like your first notice of them putting it on, or did you know that
they've done it before on like the other series, but I didn't know it was going to happen, so it was quite a nice little surprise. Yeah. So
like hearing your music sounds very like soulful, neo soul, and also like you feel like you're older than. Like you when listen to it, yeah. I'm sure you probably heard it before. People feel like so when people meet you, do they feel like you're older than you are, or?
Yeah, I think people just. Obviously, my songs are super mature and they're about like things that I've been through, and it's like, a lot of them are sad and emotional, but also uplifting and empowering in ways. I guess like as a kid, I went through some things that probably some children that age probably didn't. So I had to mature quickly, but I'm also 22 years old, so there's two sides to me. And
you have matured quite quickly, because I remember listening to Heal Me, and one of the lines that just really spoke out to me was, "'Cause of you, I know what I deserve, always the cause when I lost my nerve no more." And I remember growing up, like my dad left my mum and stuff like that when I was 3, and growing up through school, like primary school and stuff, was like being a boy was like trying to angle things, and there's so much like you have to place responsibility on your mum. Yeah. And I just related so much to that, and I feel like, do you get like, is it easy for you now to become so vulnerable in your music? Do you find like that's like your route to just express how you feel? Yeah, I think it's the only way I've ever done it. Like songwriting was never a thing of like being famous or being in the public eye, like ever. It was. Now it is, I guess, it's like I do all of this and it's my career and my job. But when I started, it was just an emotional outlet. So the fact that, I don't know, I've just always been like that vulnerable person. And then it's just heightened when I'm then sharing the stories behind the songs. And it's just like, it's just a massive part of me. For sure. How has time kind of helped you heal from your relationship with your dad? Time does heal things. I think I'm like always going to be affected by things that I went through as a child and things that have happened throughout my life. But just writing them down and getting them off my chest and talking about them. I think a lot of people don't talk about how they're feeling, and that means that they just keep it in and it festers and it grows and it becomes this massive thing. Whereas for me, I kind of wrote a lot of it down and managed to find that outlet that allowed me to get it off my chest. It's good. In a way, it's almost like your therapy in such. Do you know what I mean? And it's free. Yeah. And it's kind of perfect to kind of go through as well, because this will probably just be my last question on it. But do you feel like your dad has ever like impacted the way you see men in general? I think... As a child, yes. And then I met my stepdad when I was 13, and he completely flipped that view for me, because he was the first male role model that I had in my life that showed me what it was to be a father. And he's the only father figure I have now. And so I think when I was a child, I kind of lost a lot of my faith and hope in men. But I think as I got older and met my stepdad, it's like, not everyone's like that. Everyone makes those decisions. There's like great people out there, and he gave me music, so it's like he's the reason I'm doing this, really. Perfect. That kind of brings me back to my next question as well. What was it like in the Grace Carter household? How was you introduced to music, and was you like playing instruments for very young as well? No. The Grace Carter household was like a very angry one. I was like a very angry child. Like I hated the world. I was a very angry child. I didn't have an outlet. I played tennis a lot as a child, so that was like the sports physical outlet. But yeah, I love listening to music, and I remember when I was 8 years old, my mum played me Nina Simone for the first time. Nice. And like she used to play me Lauryn Hill. I listened to a lot in the car with her, Alicia Keys. But when I heard Nina Simone for the first time, it was the first time that I had listened to someone's voice and cried, and I felt like this emotion that I'd never felt before. I'd never like stopped and listened to something. It's always been around me in the car or in my mum's kitchen when she was cooking or whatever. But it was like the first time that I stopped and actually listened and felt something that that was really powerful. And then kind of that was the time where I started singing along to all of her songs and wanting to sing more, and that was fun. But I didn't start writing songs till I was 13. Yeah. Why Her Not Me? the EP,
Yes.
and even the single as well. I loved the single as well. How involved was Mike Kintish in that with you guys? How involved was the writing on that? Was that like a? I'm sure that must have been a shock because you had to kind of write things that you're normally used to that you feel like, oh gosh, this is my obviously EP, and I want people to know me. How involved was he on that with you?
I wrote Why Her Not Me when I was 17 years old. So it was before I had a record deal. It was before I was signed.
Wow.
Like, I don't think I'd even signed to my publishing yet. I was just writing with different people. And I was in a session with him. I was staying with family friends in West London. I'm from Brighton. I grew up in Brighton. So I was like away from all of my friends and family. And I got a text.
Was that hard for you to do?
Oh,
like, move away from your friends and family?
Me and my mum are super close. Like, we're inseparable. It kind of makes sense because she brought me up on her own, really, and that brought us very close. But yeah, leaving all my friends and just kind of being in this big city and walking around with a suitcase every day and not really having like a proper base was definitely difficult. And there was this one day that I got a message that I'd kind of always made excuses and reasons and stories up for why my situation was what it was and why certain people weren't in my life. And this day I found out the real reason why I didn't grow up with my dad, and that's because he had another family. And I went into the session with Mike Kintish, and he's an amazing friend of mine now. But we just sat there and he was like, tell me everything you're feeling, write it all down right now. And I just sat on my computer and wrote down everything I was thinking without thinking. I was just like, got it all down, sent it to him. He highlighted all the points I said, and Why Her Not Me, I said it about 10 times. And he was like, that's the song. And then we went through the rest of what I'd written, and the whole song was there. And it was like 2 hours of just going through my like unfiltered thoughts. Yeah.
Do you like know who you are now? Like, do you feel like you've gone through life, even though still young at 21? Do you feel like you've gone through life and be like, yes, I know who I am? And
definitely not.
No,
I know a lot about myself, and I know I know what's good for me and what's not. But yeah, I'm still learning. I just turned 22, so it's like I definitely don't have it all together yet.
What did you for your birthday?
My friends took me on a little boat and I ate some fish. Really bougie, not really my vibe. But that was my birthday. I don't really do birthdays, and I think that's another thing. Is like,
really? Why? Like, not even a little celebration?
It's all reminders of like, reminders of people that aren't there. I think that's what I found hard. So this year I was just like, just want to have time with my friends and hang out and like not put any pressure on it and just.
I get you.
Also, I'm getting old, and it's just I don't want to think about it.
You're not getting old. You're getting older.
I'm getting
older. Put the ER on the end. You're getting older. You have the same management as Dua Lipa and Lana Del Rey. Yeah. How was that process? Like, obviously, where did they even find you? How was that even meeting up? Because I feel like Dua Lipa is amazing, and I'm sure you have. And I remember even hearing the story in another interview that I saw that. I think you was performing at Lovebox, and you realised that she would come in to see you perform. So how have you guys collaborated on any songs?
I toured with her, so that was like at the beginning. Like I toured with her, and she's amazing and she's great. I love her. But I met my managers kind of like later on. I had signed a publishing deal and I was writing songs, and they heard the songs and liked me, I think, and it kind of went from there. And I think the thing with me is everyone that I work with is like an extension of me and like feels like family. It's important because everything's so personal to me.
Yeah. Don't hurt like it used to. Yeah. Firstly, let me point out the video. Bad. Absolutely sick.
I was so scared to put that video.
Why? Why?
Like all my other videos are super emotional and they tell a story, and it's like, but with this one it was just, I wanted to show a different side of myself, challenge myself like on a personal level, just do something that I wouldn't normally do. And
you succeeded at that because the movie's, like the video is actually really, really sick.
Thanks. It was definitely freezing cold. It was in Copenhagen. It was we shot it from like 9 p.m. till the morning. Yeah. So it was so cold and I had like no clothes on. Was
that your first time in Copenhagen?
No, I'd been there before, but it was like definitely my first time in Copenhagen past like 10 o'clock at night. I was like, I don't want to be here. But it was great. It was so much fun, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. And that song, I also like, I don't want people to think that I'm a victim through my music. That's not what I am. It's like I'm growing from every song that I've written, and I think that song, Don't Hurt Like I Used to, specifically is like the empowering moment where it's like I'm strong and I've got
and I feel like you've got like many more of them to come. Do you know what I mean? I don't think nobody sees you as a victim, honestly. Okay. I feel like people, they can just relate to you because a lot of people have things that you've probably been dealt with, but probably don't have an outlet or anyone to talk to or have anything. So when they hear your music, they're just probably just like, you know what, she just hits around the nail for me.
And that's what's exactly. And I think that's what's special to me about putting music out. I think writing songs, it was always a thing that I did for myself and for my own head. But I think putting them out and sharing them with people and sharing the story behind them with people is, because not everyone has the ability to talk about feelings and get things off their chest. And like if I can help, then.
When was that one moment that it's clicked for you where it's like, oh my God, like my song's on the radio, my life's changed, what's happening? Like people are starting to treat me differently. When has that moment happened for you yet?
Like I definitely get overwhelmed for sure.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, definitely. There was one week that I was doing like a radio tour around the UK, and like every time I got in the car, it was like this weird moment thing where like my song would come on the radio. It was like 4 times in that week it happened. And I was like, this is weird. This is really strange. I don't know how this has happened. But yeah, I have like amazing people around me that like keep me grounded
and now Glastonbury.
And Glastonbury.
Oh my.
Funny story about Glastonbury.
Tell me.
I went 2 years ago and didn't get in, so I'm actually quite gassed that I'm going to get through the front doors this time.
That is always going to be a great story. Yeah. So like, tell me the news. How did it come about? Did they just phone you guys and be like, listen, we'd love to.
I actually don't know, but I'm very happy to play it. Like that's just a festival I think every artist ever.
For sure. Is that your stage where it's like, yeah, if there's any festival I would always want to do, Glastonbury would be one of them?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
I just probably would have never thought I'd play a festival.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
No, just like, but now I'm like, yes. Glastonbury, like I'm there, like thank you. For sure. Glastonbury is just one of those like, my mum went to Glastonbury when she was younger.
Yeah, yeah.
So for her also, that was another proud moment where she was like, cool, can I come? I was like, no.
She's not coming?
No. Not this time.
What can we expect from the performance? Are we expecting something different? Are we expecting dancers on stage as well with the fire? A little bit of like...
a little bit of fire. No, it's going to be like stripped back and yeah, just like emotional, and I'm like a storyteller, I guess, through my songs. So just like an intimate... I want it to feel intimate.
Yeah. What's like the next single coming out for you? Any exclusive?
Any exclusives? Not right now.
Grace,
you tried so like
calmly. I gotta try, like, you know, you gotta slip it in there 1-2 times. I gotta try.
No, we've been working on a lot. I'm working on my album at the
moment. I know. I saw the picture on Twitter. And he was like in the studio. I can't wait for you guys to hear the songs.
I learned how to play my song yesterday, which is like sounds so dumb, but like silence. I didn't play the piano, so I learned how to play it properly yesterday, and that was pretty fun. So I was like jamming out in the studio. But yeah, we're recording the album, which is great.
What's the title of the album?
Not telling you that. So you're trying.
Grace! I can't leave with something here, like a little pinch.
No, we're working on it. It will be out when it's ready. But it's my life from being young to now. Still young, but you know what I mean. My growth and just like my story, I guess.
Any exclusive features?
Any exclusive features? You're trying so hard. I'm
trying something.
You're gonna wait. You're gonna have to wait and see.
I'm gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah. I'm so sorry that I can't give you that.
It's fine. At least I tried. Yeah. All I can do is try.
Exactly.
So Glastonbury going to be prepared. Are there any other festivals leading up to it that you're going to do before, or is just...
Before, yes. Yeah. I'm going away tomorrow.
Okay. Where are you going to?
Going to the Netherlands, I think. Yes. Nod.
Yeah. Yes. Nod. We've got Ed in the room just to make sure. Yes.
But yeah, we're going to Japan this year, which is going to be amazing.
Oh, that must be so... Have you been to Japan before?
No, I haven't been to Japan before, so I'm very excited about that.
You got to bring back some souvenirs.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm going all in when I'm in Japan. That's like, yeah.
So you work tirelessly in the studio, like obviously you got an album to create and make and stuff like that. When is Grace's downtime, chill time? Does she binge watch any Netflix shows, series?
Love Island?
Love Island's not on Netflix, is it?
I do, yeah, but I kind of just like sleep.
Truth be told, as an artist, you must probably
like
be
if
up
I
late
leave the
nights
studio, like I'll usually leave about 9-10.
Yeah.
So like, to be honest, I'll probably go home, watch something, pass out,
and just sleep.
Go studio the next day.
Yeah.
I'm definitely in that phase right now. I think like I came off
Work
touring
mode.
for a bit.
Yeah.
I did my second headline tour, which was amazing, and I loved it so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was so good. And then now it's like studio time, and I'm definitely in like the rhythm of that and trying to sleep and keep the brain working.
What's on your playlist? What's on like your iPhones or thing that you like?
Always the same. It's people ask me that all the time.
Yeah.
808s and Heartbreak, Kanye, like all the time, because just sonically
Do you think that's Kanye's best album?
For me, yeah.
Yeah.
Sonically, I think it is. I just like, I don't know what it is about the record.
I know what you mean.
But when it comes to my own music, that's something I put on where I'm like, I want to create that feeling.
Yeah.
In my way.
Yeah.
But that. Always Lauryn Hill. I listen to like all the stuff I've always listened to.
Yeah.
Like
never really a change up.
No.
No.
Well, yeah.
You got a bit of Queen Bee?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Any drill songs?
No.
No?
No, my people are like India Ari, Erykah Badu,
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill. But my music's not like them. I just absolutely adore them.
Okay, cool. Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's the playlist.
Alicia Keys. Always.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Alicia Keys, Falling.
Yes.
I love that song. I think that will forever be my all-time favorite. Is there anyone that you've ever wanted to see live and you haven't seen yet?
Adele.
Adele?
Yeah.
I can see a Grace
But
Carter
like
and
Nina
Adele
Simone, obviously. That was like a no-brainer, but obviously, yeah.
Those two, so Adele and Nina Simone.
Yeah. It's
Thank
like some sad stuff.
I'm sure it'll be changed. I'm sure the next time we have an interview, you'll be like, no, I like this, I like this.
I want to see like Cardi B and people like that, but like
yeah,
real
that'd be
like
lit.
dreams.
Are you going wireless this year?
No.
No?
I'm doing wireless in Germany, just not the one here. So no.
Aww.
Actually, no, I'm opening for Cardi B in Germany. What am I talking about?
What?
Is it?
Is that an exclusive?
No, it's been announced.
Oh, I was so excited. I was so excited. At least you get to meet her.
Is that an exclusive? Can we get it? Maybe it is.
But at least you get to meet her and stuff like that. Do you know
Well,
what I mean?
probably wouldn't, but
We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen for
I'll
sure.
let you take control over that one.
For sure. So I couldn't leave with no excuses, none of that stuff, but I'm happy to be here. And honestly,
thank
congratulations to Glastonbury. I know you're going to smash it. Hopefully you see me there as well.
Are you going?
Yes, I definitely should be going. So hopefully, and I told Tony, you said, well, what's up as well.
Yeah.
That's been me, Samuel Eni. I've been here with the lovely Grace Carter. I couldn't really wrap up any exclusive just yet, but catch her at Glastonbury this year, shutting it down as always. Thank you very much, Grace. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching.